So we are nearing the end. We are at video number 21. This is day 10 and day 11, Wednesday and Thursday of week 2 of Melton Orientation. So we'll start with Wednesday. Started out the morning, I believe we did, I think we started out with the quizzes. We had a couple things in the morning, so we weren't doing load securement. I'll go through these. I don't know if they're going to be in order, but we'll go through them. So they gave us 2 quizzes to do. They were each 10 questions apiece, and they gave them to us at the same time. It was load securement, 10 questions on load securement, and 10 questions on hours of operation. They're not hard. If you pay attention in class, you should know all these answers. There's 1 or 2 that's kind of like a trick question, but not really. I mean, they don't tell us what we made. We did the test, and then you hand them in, and then they go over the answers, and if you can remember what you put down. But out of the 20 questions, I think I got for sure 19 right. I know I guessed on 1. The one I guessed on, I know I got right because I remember what I put down. The other one I guessed on, I can't remember what I put down. On the hours of service one, on the load securement one, I got 10 of 10 on that one. There was 2 on there was 1 on the load securement that I guessed on, but I know I got that right. I remember what the question and the answer I put down at. So I know I got 10 out of 10 on load securement, and I got at least 9 out of 10 on the hours of service. The only one I would have missed was the 70 hours in 8 days, which I think that's what I put, but I might have put 7 days. I don't know. But 19 out of 20 at the worst is what I got on the 2 quizzes that took maybe 20 minutes. And then the guy that is in charge of the logs, I can't think of his name. Anyways, he came in, and we opened our driver pulse app, and there was a form we had to fill out. So I went through and filled that out, made sure all the information was correct. If it was not correct, we had to change it. I had to change a couple things. Nothing major. That was maybe I think he was there maybe half hour, 45 minutes. We did that, got that all squared away, and then after that, I don't know what position she is. Sheila, I think her name was. I can't remember. Came in and did a 2 hours, what they call advanced operation, and basically just going over loads, what we got to do, Qualcomms we got to, or not Qualcomms, macros we got to send on to Qualcomm, stuff like that. So anyways, that was the first half of the day, and that was, like I said, that was a 2-hour class. So we got there, started about 7:30. That took all 3 of them took us till lunchtime. So we had our lunch. Then after lunch, they took some people out to back. I had already backed. I backed on Tuesday, so we went out and went to the Marshall Building and secured loads the rest of the day from 12:30 to 3 or 3:30, whatever time we got off. And it was pretty basic. I think we worked on, what did we work on? We worked on a shotgun coil. Finished up we finished up 1. What did we finish up? Well, I don't remember. That was yesterday. And then we worked on a shotgun coil, and I think we started that today. I don't know. I know we've done AC pumper, so that's a big piece of equipment that they got to chain onto the thing. We did that. We did glue. We had pallets of glue we had to do. We did them. I think today's Wednesday. They had to be on Tuesday. We did those. And then we started the shotgun coil, but we got it all done except for putting a tarp on it. So that was yesterday. Then today came out a little frustrating today, but it was load securement all day. We came in the morning to check logs. They check logs every morning. Keep your logbook up to date. You'll be good. They check logs in the morning. Oh, and then they did an oversized load class. That's something they started this week, so we was the first class to go through this. It was about 20 minutes, and this went over the basics of oversized loads. Went over the basics, how to read your message, how to read like the directions, staying on route, only when you can drive. Different states have different permits, how to read the permits, and stuff like that. Basically, they've had a lot of oversized loads that either ain't going on the scales, because I think every oversized load has to go onto a scale. You can't bypass a scale. They've had some bypass scales. They had some go off routes on oversized. You got to stay on the routes that they provide, and different kinds of signage and flags for oversized for different states. Every time you come into another state, you got to pull over, find out If you need signs, all sorts of stuff. They went over all that. I think it's a bunch of crap. I don't want to pull an oversized, but it is what it is. Did that. That was 20 minutes. That was this morning, along with checking logs. And then about 8:30, we was back over to Marshall Building, and was over there all day securing loads. We finished that shotgun coil. Yes, we finished a shotgun coil. Did an insulation load, finished that, and then did two eye to the sky coils, and got it basically completely done, except this finishing up the tarps. We'll finish the tarp up tomorrow on that, and then we'll be moving on to our next load. And tomorrow is Friday, which is our last day. So that's pretty much a recap of day 10 and 11, Wednesday and Thursday of week 2 of Melton orientation. We got one more day of load securement. We might do a little bit of backing. I think everybody went through backing today, so they said they're going to start running people through for a second time. We'll see if I actually get to back a second time or not. Whatever. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. And the rest of the time, we're going to be out there securing loads. So that's it. Again, don't forget, if you got any questions, put them in the comment section. When I get in my own truck, I will go through and make a video answering anyone's questions about orientation and over-the-road training. So that's it. Another short, quick one. Second week is pretty much all the same as load securement and backing for the most part every day, all day. So not a whole lot going on in the second week except that. So anyways, thanks for watching. This is video number 21. Next one will come out. I don't know when the next one's coming out because I got Friday and then they're moving us to a new hotel on Saturday. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to shoot one before I go with the trainer. We'll see. But that's it. Stay tuned. Hopefully it won't be too long before the next video comes out. And I think the next one we might be with a trainer. So hoorah for that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.